O.T. Johnson, a big duel tonight against number one Lander. Just overall, what was your team's performance tonight from your perspective?
We saw some bright spots, obviously, but definitely not right now. We're not tough enough. That's the reality of the situation, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And tonight, we came close in a couple, a couple of situations, and we just couldn't finish the job. And this sport is about 7 minutes, wrestling hard. Obviously, there were no falls, so you know we had an opportunity. We had a lot of opportunities to take those matches, those tough, close 1 point matches, and we didn't finish. But we definitely saw some things we can work on moving forward. Obviously, it's a young season. You never want to wrestle a rising a rival this early in the season, but hey, that's what's scheduled that the conference put together, and there's no doubt we'll be in the Final Four competing against those guys at the end of the year. And that is on myself and the staff to put these guys in better positions to be able to, hopefully flip the results that we had tonight. And again, we had opportunities at a few weight class to change some of those results. And then obviously there's some guys that, are going to vie for some other starting positions on the roster. And, there's a lot of open positions right now that need to be earned.
The recognition for Coach Smith, how meaningful was that for the program to get to do that?
Without a doubt, you get a legend like Coach Smith, not just as a wrestling coach, but a humanitarian, in Robeson County in Southeast North Carolina, in North Carolina for that matter, to the wrestling community. That's huge. As you guys heard the tribute, Coach Smith did more than, coach wrestling. He impacted people in all walks of life. I guarantee there's not a department on campus, throughout his time here that he hasn't, built relationship with, and there's not a department on campus that someone doesn't, know who Coach Smith is. So he's a legacy. He's definitely a legacy, and and I was very pleased with the turnout. And obviously there were some people just with the short turnaround that couldn't be here that were watching online, and was super grateful for that. Super grateful for Coach's contribution to this program. To be able to keep it together long enough for guys like myself to be able to continue coaching here at UNCP, and guys like Scotty to have an opportunity to add on to the legacy that Coach Smith already put together to be a national champ, and join the many legends that UNCP has. So. It's been tough trying to deal with that. A guy that's meant a lot to my life. Since I was in high school. So I've known Coach Smith for a long, long time, and you hear about those Superman stories. Coach Smith is Superman, and the guy didn't stop moving until the last day. So that's huge. That's impactful, and I hope one day I can be in the same kind of conversations as Coach Smith, not just as a wrestling coach, but as a humanitarian.
The crowd tonight with a lot of Coach Smith's colleagues and former wrestlers and just friends. What was the atmosphere like? Just seeing all a lot, maybe one big reunion tonight inside One Big Guarantee Bank Court.
It was bittersweet. You never want to get together in this type of environment, but if it took a guy like Coach Smith to impact those many people, to bring it back together. And he didn't want no big funeral, but he wanted us to keep wrestling. He didn't want us to cancel practices. He wanted us to keep moving, and that shows how selfless he is and how much he thought about everyone but himself. He didn't want anybody to stop the train from going. Put what you got to put in, get some gas, and keep the train moving along. And I think tonight we were able to do that and honor his legacy by just continue to move the train along. Like I said, we didn't get the result we wanted, but we definitely made sure we honor his wishes and we honor him the best way we could by continuing wrestling and continue to make an impact, a positive impact, on those little kids. Every year when we do this youth night, we go out there and wrestle the whether it's 30 seconds periods or a 1 minute period. We were able to continue that tonight, and it took a lot of heart for those little kids knowing that Coach Smith started that, and for the first time he's not going to be a part of it. So it's bittersweet, and it's going to take a while to let everything settle in before we can get back to normal. But like I said, Coach wanted us to move on and continue to add on to the legacy that has already been built here.
All right, getting to honor Coach Smith tonight. What does that mean to you guys to get to do that?
I thought it was, obviously a great way to show respect and just to let the people know what he's did for this program. And obviously you can see how much it meant to everybody here and all of his former wrestlers in the crowd. And, we had a great crowd and a great turnout tonight, despite maybe we didn't get what we want, but I think it was a great night for the UNCP wrestling community.
Yeah, tough opponent, but you were one of the bright spots with your match. Take me through your match.
I mean, I kind of take a calm approach to every match. You can't let the moment get the best of you, because if you let the hype of everything steer you from your game plan, then you're not going to be wrestling your match, and that's what it's necessary to do when you go out there and you've been doing something for your whole life.
Obviously, your time at West Virginia, you played a lot of big opponents in Division I, but how did that help tonight playing against a team like Lander, who's number 1 in Division II?
I mean, I actually had a lot of performance anxiety early on, and I kind of figured some stuff out last year, and I just, like I said, it was kind of along the lines of staying calm, just reminding myself I've been doing this since I'm 5, so it doesn't matter. Just go out there and do what you do.
A big duel on Saturday against King.
A lot of the kids that didn't get to wrestle tonight, who are pushing us in the room every day, the kids that you saw wrestle tonight, they're going to get to go out there and showcase their skills, and hopefully they come home with a couple more titles. I know last week we had 3 champions at what was it?
The Emmanuel Open.
The Emmanuel Open. So obviously, I think the guys are hungry and they're looking to build on that.
All right, perfect. Thanks.
All right, thank you.